Hey guys, today we're going to talk about what to do with your scrap wood in your workshop. I got some cool ideas, let's check them out. Here's the first one. This is a fire starter that we'll learn to make out of scrap wood today. And then this is the second one here, the bottle openers that we're going to go through and talk about today as well. The first thing we have to do here is trace what we want our shapes to be. So I use this one for the bottle opener because that's the one I'm comfortable with. This one I use. You can use any shape that you like. That's the template that I've made for my little fire starter. Again, you can draw whatever shape you like and cut it out, and it'll work. Now, as you can see, I'm using a scroll saw. If you have a jigsaw, a handsaw, you could even do this with a miter saw. All those will work. I just like using the scroll saw because it's easier for me, but it's not needed. Next, we've got to drill the hole for the bottle opener so we can actually put a bottle in there. So we grab I use a 1-inch Forstner bit because that's just big enough to fit between the screw holes and still allow a bottle head to go in there. Now you just measure it out and drill the hole about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch deep. Check the fit, and then mark your screw holes, and then we'll get those drilled out, and then we'll move on to the next thing. Alright, so for the fire starter, we're going to go ahead and mark the center, or as center as you want to be. You can just get as close as you can. Okay, and then we're going to line this line up here with our fancy little jig. It's a doweling jig. Right there, you see the white lines? Got that lined up. Now we're just going to drill right in. And I use this jig, it gives us a nice straight, even hole, and fits the drill bits really nicely. I would always suggest testing the size of the drill bit on another piece of wood and testing the fit. This one might be a little tight for comfort, but I think it's going to work. So now we just want to clean up the edges, make them smooth, make them feel nice in your hand. I like using this router with a small roundover bit. It's actually a trim router, but it's easy to maneuver for small projects like this, which I seem to do quite a bit of. We're just going to make sure the edges are nice and smooth. If you don't have a router, you can just use a standard orbital sander with starting out with maybe 60 grit would work, just to round over the edges. Alright, so now that we got that done, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put little holes at the bottom of these. That way we can put a lanyard on them. For the fire starter we need it so we can put the striker on there. But for the bottle opener, I just like to put a little piece of leather in there for a lanyard so you can hang it up later. Then we'll just get it all sanded down, get the burn marks from the routers off, and knock off the rest of the edges. Make them smooth. So a quick trick I like to do is I just like to dust them off with an air compressor to clean out all the dust. A lot of people spend a lot of time cleaning their projects and trying to get every little nook and cranny clean. I just use an air compressor because we're going to use tung oil or wipe-on poly for these. And the way we apply it, it's not going to leave any weird dust marks or blemishes in it. Alright, now that we got the finish applied, the finish is dry, we're just going to get the hardware attached. Okay, so this is kind of tricky trying to do it in front of the camera, but yeah, you can see that you don't need, if you drill your holes right, you don't need a whole lot of drilling power, and I'm just using a standard Phillips head there to screw these in, and it's going to be plenty tight enough. I've found that if you use a big driver on these, you're going to snap screws or strip them. So there we go, there's your bottle opener. Alright, so for the fire starter, what we're going to do, we're just going to take a little bit of this gel super glue and apply just a little bit to the inside of the hole. Maybe a little more. All right, and then we're just gonna stick that guy in there and tap him down. All right, now we're all set. All right, we got our lanyard and striker attached to the fire starter. Good to go. A couple test runs. I think it's gonna work fine. The bottle opener's all finished. We got a lanyard, a leather lanyard attached to it. Let's see how it works. Couple more waves, all right. Boom. Hey, cheers guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching again, everybody. I will list the affiliate links for the tools and the hardware that you saw during the videos. That way, if you like, you can pick them up and try some of these projects out on your own. Have a great day, and I hope to see you back soon.